What's good, folks? It's Warframe, and it is finally within my grasp, y'all. The Umbra Forma, aka the Juice. Been waiting on this ever since they released Nightwave. I be looking at the reward track like 20k Kuva, psh, new augment mods for weapons, psh, Wolf of Saturn 6 armor and sight. Nah, listen, all I want is the Juice, and I finally got my hands on that Juice. And it was already planned and reserved for my special lady, SARYN Prime. That's right, my queen. You were close there, buddy, but you forgot to add the Prime. She didn't even doubt herself. She knew she was getting the Juice. She was like, oh, ningen domo. Other frames be crying and spores like, I did release a melee tank SARYN build a while back that used all 3 Umbral mods, but now since we can form an Umbral polarity, it will make SARYN into a beast with some flexibility. I know how hard it can be to make Umbral builds. So you see, since I do like melee and I want my SARYN to be as tanky as possible, I built her for certain things. To have great synergy with her weapons that turns her into one of, if not the best DPS Warframes in the game. And let's take a look at how I've modded her. A reminder, you can mod her any way you like, but this is the way I like to play my SARYN. Don't worry, I do have another Umbral SARYN build for y'all that I use for quite a lot of things that does its job just fine and holds its ground. So the aura is all down to you, but for the love of God, do not, I repeat, do not use corrosive projection on SARYN. It is the worst aura for her. It is redundant. And if you do, I'ma come over and toxic lash your bum. And if you like it, then damn. Okay, I see how it is. Shit. The aura itself is more like a filler mod for SARYN, just so it can give you some mod capacity. And the aura I went with is growing power, but you can swap this to enemy radar or energy siphon. And of course, since this is a full Umbral SARYN, I got 3 Umbral mods, and I juiced up the slot so I can fit all 3 with ease. Stretch, auger reach, and cutting drift for range. This gives me 190% range. The thing with spores is that, for one, they did not need duration, hence why I did not have any duration mods. And 2, to spread them efficiently, you always have to be on the move. And with this range, moving around, spreading spores is all good. SARYN has the best base duration than any other frame in the game. Hunter Adrenaline to help replenish energy when I take hits to my HP. This works better in higher levels, but if you're taking this to lower level missions, I suggest to take this out for Streamline. Adaptation to reduce the damage we take paired up with Arcane Guardian were quite tanky. And now the final slot is a filler slot. For a better melee experience, you can swap this out for Handspring, but in this case I went with Regenerative Molt, just to test out how tanky she can actually be. If not, you can always swap it out for another survivability mod or more power strength. It's up to you. The last arcane slot can be whatever you like. You can go with Grace for more healing paired alongside your Molt, Arcane Energize for a good source of energy regen. But if you did not have a maxed out Arcane Energize, do try Energy Siphon as the aura, Death Cube with Energy Generator, and the Xenoric Energizing Dash. You'll have a good source of energy income right there. There are no negatives in this build, so give it a try. That is, if you're one of us and belong to the Church of SARYN. For the all-rounder build, I have the enemy radar for the aura, and stretch, overextended, and cunning drift to give me that 250% range. And to counteract the negative power strength, I use transient fortitude and the 2 Umbral mods to give me 165 power strength, which is pretty decent for spore spread. To help with the loss of duration, I'm using primed continuity. And the last mod is Regenerative Molt, the best SARYN augment that heals you per second when you deploy your Molt. And you always gotta run a melee that has healing return. It makes SARYN more fluid and tough to kill. Now I'm gonna give you a list of weapons which are great for spreading spores as SARYN. We start off with the primaries. I recommend Phantasma, Ignis Wraith, Astilla, Czar, Sakura Penta with the Napalm Grenades augment, and lastly Arcoplasmor. For the secondaries, we got Static Core, Nucor, Catchmoon and Tube Finger Kick Gun, Hystrix, and the Atomos. And lastly, for your melee, Legion, the Spin to Win combo with Skoliak and Atarax, Plague Kripath, Dokram, and Sylvan Aegis Prime. Alrighty, this is the Queen in her final form. I'm really enjoying myself right now, and finally SARYN has taken over as my most played Warframe. Woohoo! And if you're like me and use Umbra Forma on your SARYN Prime, then you are welcome to the Church of SARYN. Alright, that's been it from me. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you want more, refer to the description. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace!